are about 7 billion people in the world, and out of those people, 100 million are affected by depression. But what is depression? Depression is characterized by feelings of intense sadness that last for days to weeks, including feeling helpless, hopeless, and worthless. It is an extremely complex disease, since there is no specific cause and every case is different. Though, factors such as abuse, genetics, and serious illnesses can play an important role in why a person has it in the first place. In the United States alone, approximately 18.8 million American adults are affected, and as many as 1 in every 33 children and 1 in 8 adolescents suffer with depression. Many scientists believe that low levels or deficiencies of two neurotransmitters in the brain cause depression, those being serotonin, a hormone that contributes to feelings of well-being, and noradrenaline, a stress hormone released at periods of high stress. A 1998 survey found that 67% of patients diagnosed with depression were prescribed an antidepressant. The most commonly prescribed type of antidepressant are the selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs. The first SSRI, fluoxetine, commercially known as Prozac, was discovered by the company Eli Lilly. Other commonly used antidepressants that use another SSRI other than fluoxetine include Celexa, Lexapro, and Zoloft. SSRIs are believed to increase the extracellular level of the neurotransmitter, serotonin, by inhibiting its reuptake into the presynaptic cell, thus increasing and maintaining the level of serotonin in the brain. Always on your mind. However, antidepressants do have side effects. These side effects can include sleep disruption, agitation, and anxiety, among other things. Also, antidepressants work only for 35 to 45% of the depressed population, while more recent figures suggest as low as 30%.
Many ways. Sadness, loss of interest.
The government, through the FDA, is able to control and regulate antidepressants.
Tell your doctor right away if your depression worsens, you have unusual changes in behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Cymbalta is not approved for children.
The FDA requires that makers of all antidepressant drugs warn in the product labeling that patients 18 to 24 years old who are on these drugs may be at increased risk for suicidal thinking and suicide attempts. This regulation was put in place as a result of the many lawsuits against the pharmaceutical companies. For example, Eli Lilly in the Frentress case, which involved a Kentucky man, Joseph Westbecker, who was on Prozac and went to his workplace and opened fire, killing 8 people, including himself, and injuring 12 others before turning the gun on himself. Since the FDA approved paroxetine in 1992, approximately 5,000 U.S. citizens and thousands more worldwide have sued GSK, the makers of Padcev. GSK hadn't warned patients about the side effects of the drug. Thanks to the Freedom of Information Act, 2 psychologists were able to obtain 47 studies used by the FDA for approval of the 6 antidepressants prescribed most widely between 1987 and 1999. The antidepressant pills seem to work 18% better than